technology had been around since the 1400s, but by the mid-1600s, the matchlock was starting to be phased out in favor of the newer technology, the flintlock. The 120 or so colonists who arrived here in 1670 and founded Charlestown brought 200 French flintlocks with them. But, you know, just like still like DVD player, that's your DVD player of muskets. This is your VCR of muskets. They're very expensive, so even if you don't have a flintlock, civilians may have been bringing over matchlocks as well. The matchlock gets its name because of the initial source. It's a burning rope. It's actually a cord of tightly twisted hemp fibers that have been soaked in saltpeter, potassium nitrate, which allows it to hold a red-hot glowing coal at the end of the match cord, and it burns pretty slow. So they call it slow match.
He's getting ready to fire.
Now, the matchlock, in order to fire it, is the same with the flintlock. You have to prime these weapons first. They're pieces that are part of the component that stick out to the side of the lock. And the first thing they're going to do is they're going to take a little bit of powder out of their priming flask. They're going to fill up that pan, just like the pistol here. While we're loading it, I get the half cock, and then I put a little bit of priming powder in the pan. Shut the pan. Next place, the powder is going to go directly down the muzzle. Take your charge and pour it in. At that point, you take your musket ball out of the pouch, put it in, take out your rammer, ram it down, and you're ready to fire. We're actually using black powder today, real black powder, which is a mixture, same chemical that match cord is soaked in, potassium nitrate or saltpeter. Typically, the historic recipe is going to be about 85% saltpeter, about 10% charcoal, which is a source of carbon, and then 5% sulfur, which they call brimstone. And that's what gives that musket that rotten egg smell when you fire it. The smoke kind of has that rotten egg smell. It's because of the sulfur. We're going to start by demonstrating the match. Keep in mind that we have shortened the original drill. We've cut out some of the pomp and ceremony, but it's still going to take 30 separate steps to fire this gun. Your safety.
That's the salute?
Yeah. And you did it between each.
Musketeer, order your musket. Give rest to your musket. Open your pan. Handle your charge. Prime your pan.
Oops, the Indian got him.
He's stuck.
I was a smart aleck in every crowd. I would duck back up there because he's probably going to shoot this direction.
Cast off your loose kernels. Blow off your loose kernels. Cast about your musket.
Not to kill.
Handle your charge. Fire from powder. Roll from your scouring stick. Short. Ram home. Draw. Short. And return your scouring stick. Recover your musket to the rest. Draw forth your match. Blow your coal. Cock your match. Try your match. Guard your pan and blow return your match. Order your musket. Dismiss.
Good.
Well, you can see it takes a very long time to fire this weapon. Not only that, carrying around a burning piece of matchwood in close proximity to what amounts to about 12 hand grenades strapped to your chest is very dangerous. So, in the late 1500s, gunsmiths started looking for alternatives, other means, other ignition systems, and by the 1600s they had perfected the flintlock. And by the time that Charlestown is founded, all the professional armies and most colonial militias here in what is British North America, or English North America, had switched over from the matchlock to the flintlock. Flintlock had spring-loaded battery, which when you pull the trigger, it comes forward, and that sharpened piece of flint strikes a piece of steel, which is also spring-loaded, and it flings open. It strikes it with such velocity that the flint actually digs into the metal face of the steel, shaves off pieces, which then friction heats up what they call as embers. Sparks are actually heated up metal. It falls into the pan, igniting the powder in the pan, which in turn goes through the vent hole, igniting the powder in the breech, which causes that expansion of gas, forces the musket ball out at about 1,000 feet per second. So we're going to demonstrate the flintlock for you, and you can decide which one you would rather have if your life depended on it. Here, order your musket. Give rest to your musket. Half cock your firelock. Handle your charge. Prime your pan. Shut your pan. Cast about your musket. Handle your charge. Charge with powder. Throw forth your scouring stick. Shorten. Ram home. Withdraw. Shorten. And return your scouring stick. Recover your musket to the rest. Full cock your firelock. Present. Give fire. Dismount your musket. Order your musket. Musketeer dismissed.
Very good.
So you see that the flintlock is a much more rapid-firing weapon. You're probably going to be able to get off 2 shots with a flintlock for every one that you could get off with a matchlock. However, what you gain through technology, you also lose a little bit too. Meaning, you have many more moving parts involved in this lock system. You've got 3 springs, 2 internal, 1 external. Very simple lock over here. Much more easy to maintain. You don't have to worry about as many pieces that could break or foul, or that would need to be, springs need to be retensioned. So there's a lot more maintenance that goes into keeping a flintlock in working condition. And you never know. You may get 50 shots out of a single flint stone, or you may get 0. You know, they have to hand nap these flints to a sharp edge, so that when they hit the steel, they shave off pieces of the metal. So that flint could easily shatter first time it hits the steel, and the weapon does not fire. Also, the matchlock is going to work a little bit better in humid or even misting, light drizzle conditions. Any water that gets on the face of that steel, or even a finger, if you rub your finger across, the oil from your finger can prevent that weapon from sparking. So
that's the kind of the South that lost.
Pardon?
That's the kind of the South lost. They didn't have any good weapons.
Well, this was way after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. By the time of the Civil War, both the Confederacy and the Union armies were using rifled weapons. one of the things that the North was able to develop was a repeating rifle that you could load through the breech, so it gave them a lot more firepower.
And they also came up with the first machine gun.
The Gatling gun,
Yeah.
correct, yes.
We had the first submarine.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we still have it.
That's right.
But it failed the first, well, a couple of times until it killed Ava.
Now
Right,
your
so
gun.
What we're going to do now is we are all going to try to fire at the same time. It's called a volley.
You too.
It's how they would stand in lines and try to deliver a crushing hailstorm of lead toward the enemy. So we're going to see what we can do here.
It looks like one of them makes a better club than the other, too.
Yes.
That's right. That's the story he told us.
Really?
Yes.
he
You could beat somebody to death with that thing.
Yeah.
did. The matchlight one has an end to it that they hit him with.
Yeah.
The other one, they couldn't do that.
Make ready your musket.
The matchlight is one for 15 pounds. And the front one's only 9.
Big difference in
I
weight.
said, well, use it like a back, not like a head.
That's why the Indians are going,
Charlie, get over here, baby.
Well, I missed
Come
3
over
times,
here.
but
Get
I
up like that.
So the thing about the bows and arrows that the Native Americans were using had a maximum effective range of 40 yards.
Oh,
These are 80 to 100.
okay. Yeah.
So outdistance them.
when it's 100 to 1.
Yeah, this is snuck up on a bit. Yeah.
The Indians fought different.
Yeah.
Guerrilla warfare.
Sneaky.
Guerrilla warfare.
Sneaky.
See, that's where we learned guerrilla warfare.
Poor thing, takes him so long to get it ready.
Musketeers, present! Give fire!
Both of the muskets didn't shoot.
Neither of them
Neither
went off.
one.
Didn't fire? Nope.
Both of them didn't.
Replay.
We had 2 misfires.
Yes.
Trusty pistol.
Replay. That's what I keep saying.
Now, the bow
Replay.
and arrow was coming at them. It
Yes.
wouldn't do no good on distance.
And also the Indian pistol.
Musketeer.
Straight into it.
Matchlock. Open your pan. Present. Give fire. Dismount your musket.
Well, there's the right next smell for you. Me right in that guy's
Now, if it goes off right down while they're playing around with it, you'll see both of them.
Okay,
That's why he's
fire
wearing the
muskets.
brown pants.
face. Can I cut it?
Give fire.
Let's
Nope.
fire.
Oh, no.
If-
Fingertip must have touched it.
Your fingertip touched it, I bet.
Yeah, but he's got to watch it because it can still go off.
Alligators? Of course.